Greetings, South Africa and people of the world, and welcome to a special live broadcast from the Nelson Mandela University in Gqeberha, Eastern Cape, South Africa, where the PAC was hosting its National Elective Conference under the theme Stability, Continuity and Growth. Joining me right now is the host councillor of this conference, Mr. Bassie Kamana. Sir, welcome to the show.
Thank you. It feels great to be here. And also to converse with the world.
To just kickstart the conversation, may you share your reflection on the past 4 days, how the conference was for you? Do you feel that it was a success?
In the first place, we need to recall that this conference is the first conference of the PAC here since the PAC was formed in 1959. Therefore, it is very historic. When we were told that the conference would be held here, we could not believe it, but then we worked for it to be a success. Yes, indeed, it was a hectic 4 days where visitors came from all walks of life, and particularly also the members of the PAC. They came from all provinces to be here as delegates to represent the mandate that they were given by the branches to take us forward.
Speaking of it being super significant to you that the conference was held here, I wonder how that will also maybe assist in your election cycle next year as you go into the elections, because part of the conversations that were had and what the president said was that the PAC needs to grow. How do you think the conference being held here will help you in the next election cycle?
You are speaking to the theme of the conference: stability and growth, and continuity. The PAC is growing by leaps and bounds, particularly in this region. 80% of our membership is young, and 80% of our membership is women, meaning that the PAC has got future after all in this region. From 2021 until last year, the PAC grown by 5 times. Then that means that our growth cannot be stopped. Anybody who tries to stop it will be facing the unstoppable tsunami because we're going forward. We're going forward in all walks of life. In all 60 wards, we've got membership. We have members even in areas where we never had members. In the northern areas, the African-speaking people are joining us. Also, the Muslim brothers and sisters are joining us. It means that the PAC does indeed represent progress, whilst other people are representing decadence.
You're growing like a tsunami. Funny words there. I'm also interested in the work that you are doing in your capacity as a PR councillor and in relation to your work as, a member of the PAC. How do those align, and what are some of the initiatives that you are pushing for?
This is not a coincidence. I'm basically the MMC for Economic Development, Tourism and Agriculture. One of our IDP objective is that to make our city a destination of choice in terms of hosting big events. And this is a big event. It is an event that also contributed into the economic growth of the city. Meaning that I, Bassie Kamana, member of the PAC, I walk the talk. Theory is not enough. We need action. It's when theory and action they mix that our aims and objectives become relevant. Because beds, and restaurants were supported. That is the hotels and everything. Because we did sleep in beds, and even now, some of our people now are going to go to our pristine beaches, meaning that they also contribute into tourism, to where I am at currently.
And I wonder what your thoughts are about the newly elected leadership, including the re-election of your president and, of course, the composition where gender and youth representation is concerned.
You'll recall that initially I said to you, our membership in the PAC in the region is 80% young, who are elated that the young people are part and parcel of the executive, and also humbled and very happy that women are also part of the executive. Recall that the world now has gone young and it has gone women. That's why we in the PAC, we have a slogan that speaks directly to the plight of the women. You train a woman, you train the nation. Because it is through women that this country can grow. Rapier, in his own days, when he's happy, he will sing and say, we are all tributaries of that great river of thought. All of us are coming through a woman. If I can be put there, if God has got a gender, then God must be a woman. Because all of us are coming through a woman.
That is so beautiful. And just before we let you go, December is also the month where we celebrate, Robert Sobuka's birthday. And I wonder what that means to you as it relates to continuity, maybe in the region, but also in the PAC at large. What does continuity look like for you in reflection and taking into consideration Robert Sobuka's legacy?
We did celebrate the birthday of Sobuka last weekend on the 5th, where the theme of the celebration, we took it from Sobukwe's quotes, it is meet that we speak the truth before we die, where we were analyzing the ethos and values of Sobukwe in the time of intellectual, emotional, and physical cowardice. It means that our people must be brave. That because this thing needs bravery. Outside there, there's criminality, and crime is very big business. It needs people who are not scared. Sobuka would say, leaders in front. We're also again to now, we are saying that now, leaders in front in stopping the scourges of unemployment, crime, and poverty. It is upon us as the PAC, as we are doing currently now, when we teach our people on the land consciousness, we are teaching our people that land is very important. Any piece of land is important. Now we are going into backyard gardens. We have also, through the directorate of mine, where I serve in the municipality, we did give people land there in Karech, because the municipality has got community farms there. Then people want to use land for agriculture. The municipality gave them.
Yeah. You speak about criminality and you speak about poverty being one of the social ills that plague this region, but not just this region, our country at large. How would you as the PAC tackle the issue of crime and poverty?
As I've said, in this country, one, we need to give our young people and older people hope. Because there is this tendency of saying that now crime is being committed by young people alone. I think that is too much narrow. Because you get also men, even older than me, are committing crime.
Yeah.
It needs now an agenda that will go strictly to all citizens of the country, because every young person is born by an older person. That's why we need to do, because it has got to do with our values that we no longer practice in our homes of Ubuntu. If we respect other person as you would respect yourself, then we won't have crime. But as initially I said that now, crime and poverty have got a parent, and this parent is unemployment. We need to open employment opportunities for our people. We need to teach our kids. We need to reskill older people so that they can be able to do other jobs on themselves. But we're not all going to be employed. We must work on our own.
Is that why you guys are focused on land to solve unemployment, crime, and poverty?
Yeah, in this region, There is a place that is called Klein School, Award 37. We've got an institute there, on agriculture, where we teach people on agriculture, on the value of the land. We've got sewing, where we'll teach our people how to sew and make their own dresses, their own clothes. You don't have to go and buy expensive clothing. You can sew your own thing. We've got carpentry, we've got bricklaying, we've got brick making. We've got painting. We've got people who are teaching our kids, who are teaching other people also to do those things. That is how to skill our people. Well, not all of us are going to work. Not all of us are going to work. That meaning that by being employed, we're not going to be employed. We need you to be self-employed.
Final question before we let you go. Are you ready for the 2026 local government elections? And if you are, what are you hoping to get out of this region in terms of the percentage of the votes?
The PAC will do good. Also, our opponents are saying that. But it is not with me to go out there loud and let the cat out of the bag, so that we can be counted. But after elections, you must interview me. I will tell you about the growth of the PAC.
After the elections?
Yes, I must do that after the elections. We took an oath there now that I'll never divulge any secrets, no plans of the PAC.
Ooh, okay.
That's an oath. We took that oath. It's a solemn oath.
Okay. Yeah, you heard it from Mr. Bassie Kamana, who is the host councillor for the 2025 National Elective Conference of the Pan-Africanist Congress. Stay tuned on the Voice Lounge for more updates with regards to this conference and the rest of what we get up to as a team. My name is Baby Siwu, and thank you so much for listening in.
The Voice Lounge, where voices come to life.